Good evening, everybody. It is June the 13th, and it's a hot one. Today, you're going to need 2 pairs of weights, so set those aside, 2 bands, one predominantly for legs, and then a secondary one because we're going to be using those rather interchangeably somewhat. Tonight is rather intensive, but if you need to gear down on the intensity, you need to gear down, then just don't go as hard. Take it a little slower. You don't have to use all of the bands. You don't have to use all the weights. Be mindful of what it is that you need to do today. You can make this as intense or as not intense as you want to. All right, so for the warm-up, what I would like for us to do, we're going to start with our breathing. We're going to do our intentional breathing. So I want you to make sure you're all square through your hips and your ribs and your shoulders, and that you're in a good position. We're going to breathe to kind of innervate ourselves. So we're going to do our 4, 2, 6 on the exhale. And you want to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose if you can. And you want to imagine filling up the inside of your body. When you fill up the inside of your body, this does not mean you raise your shoulders. This does not mean you stick your chest out. And you don't give yourself an air baby, okay? You just want to fill up the inside without everybody and their dog knowing that you're filling up the inside, okay? We're going to do this 3 times, 4, 2, and 6. And I will do the hand motions to go with as cues so that you don't have to, but if you want to, and giving yourself your own physical cues, you're certainly welcome to do so. It's not like I can hop through this video and tell you these things, okay? So let's go in through the nose and hold. Ready? One more. All right, once you start by lifting the heels, you want to go ahead and wake up the quads. And while you're lifting the heels, I want you moving. So you're going to be moving back and forward. And then I want you to switch that to the knee lift. Again, I want you moving while you're doing it, whether you're going forward, backwards, or side to side. All right, I want you to bring the leg over and out, over and out, over and out. And then we're going to do the other one, over and out, over and out, over and out. Go ahead and do some hula hips. Let's wake up that lumbar back there, and then the other way. Everything's in rough groups of 3. So if you're wondering how many to do, just 3 of them, you're probably okay. Roll those shoulders forward, clasp your hands, and just tuck your chin in. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly unfold and roll it back and head up for 3, 2, 1, and bring it back in. Chin to one shoulder, and then center, and then the other. We want to make sure that our neck has good movement. And let's go ahead and roll your chin up, stretch through here, and take a deep breath. And roll it down as you exhale. Go ahead and go into your hip hinge. Start with the hips and then just kind of bend at this. We're going to hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up about halfway or so and take a wider step. And let's go into that left hip and just stretch this inner leg right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up and over, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up to the center. Hinge for me, and just kind of sit into that for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So for the first round, we are going to do jacks, and what I would like for you to do is have your leg band on your legs, either at thigh or calf level, and the arm band in your hand. We're going to do power jacks, so you'll be doing like this. If you don't want to actually jump, you step out, okay, and you do your stretch. Keep it in that lateral zone. Then the next thing we're going to do is put that arm band down, pick up our weights while we still have the leg band on. We'll have the leg band on for 3 things. We're going to do bicep curls. And I want you to have your elbows back behind you. So start with your hands back here. and up. So I'm giving you the run through beforehand so that you can be thinking. Then we're going to do hip hinge. Again, we're going to have the band on when we do it. We will take the band off and we will do a curtsy lunge, having a weight in one hand. And as every time we change legs, you're going to go like this and you'll change arms. Okay, so you've got that weight that you're doing in that Turkish lift. We'll do kickbacks. We're going to double them up and push back through there. We're going to do crisscross abs with the squat. So you will go here and into the squat and here and into the squat. So we're going to bring the hinge back in for it. You don't have to go deep. Be mindful of your knees. And then with weights, the side arm reach. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing through the first 6 things. Let me get my band on for my legs real quickly. Like I said, put it at your thighs or at your calves. I've done thighs all day, so I'm going to put calves for me. No, I'm not. I'm going to do thighs. Because I can change my mind. It's a thing. All right, let me do the music. Turn this on. I did the tune. Get our music going. Because I had it going a while ago, and then it decided to all go to sleep. Da, 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 da. Get this guy turned on. There we go. And up. All right. Can you guys hear that? Or do I need to turn that part up? Using my older phone, so it's not like super loud. I don't know why I did that. Sorry, I'm gonna put that over here so you can actually hear it. You know, your brain gets weird, mine gets weird. All right, here we go. We're gonna start. We are doing 7 things, 45 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Take the break, listen to the instructions. And here we go. Remember, you can just stop if you need to. Good, right. 20 seconds left. Breathe. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Pick up those heels. Get your weights for biceps. Okay. You want to shrug your shoulders back. Have them start here. Elbows stay behind you. Here we go. Lift and back. Nice tall posture. This squeeze the shoulders. This kind of gives a different dynamic. And depending on the weight of your weights, go slower or faster. Good. You really want to keep those elbows way behind. Kind of park them like you do for kickback. And don't let them come forward. You can see yourself in your monitor. That's a great thing to look at. 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're going to do the hip hinge. Go to that wide stance. Push those knees out. Let's just go ahead and sit in here so we get that hamstring going. And start with a gentle pulse. We're going to give ourselves about 10 seconds of pulsing. All right, now you can go lower and halfway up. Use your arms if you want to. I would actually recommend using your arms to stretch on this. Keeping your head and neck in neutral. Weight evenly dispensed between your heel and the ball of your foot. And you're pushing into your derriere. Good. 10 seconds left. Nice job, guys. And we're going to take the band off now. And grab a single weight, lightweight, heavyweight. What do you want to carry? I'm going to go with my 3. We're going to do our curtsy lunge. Same arm, same leg, and then you pass. Start off with your warm-up curtsies, don't forget. So you'll simply go here, and then grip switch, and here. Here, and then here. So you want to make sure those first couple of passes, are you finding your feet, your balance, legs? There you go. And, you know, not sticking your hand up in a fan. That's never fun. Ever. Good. Nice. Make that intensity your own. All right. We're going to do kickbacks, heavy weights or light weights. What do you choose? Because we're going to be here, kicking back. Let's go into lunge position, left foot back first. We'll switch halfway. And we're going to push and in. So you want that push and return, much like we did on our biceps. We're going to switch out here. Just a few seconds. So keep your pace. Change your lunge leg. There you go. So you get that even work on there, even though you're passive in your legs. Looking good, everybody. Keep your head and neck at neutral. So you don't want to be staring down. You want to be staring out at that 45 degrees, okay? There we go. 3, 2, and roll those shoulders. Put the weights down. We're going to do our crisscross abs. So make sure you're in an open space. You're going to cross, and then you'll sit into your squat, and then bring the leg, okay? Here we go. So you're going to cross, squat, cross, squat, cross. So you want that hinge. You want to be hitting your feet evenly, and then sitting in there. Get that rotation and that turn. Good. Focus on keeping your balance. Not about your elbow meeting the knee. It's about, can you move that leg? Get it back under you. Turn your upper body. Get that rotation. Good. That was good, Karen. Nice. And one more. Grab whatever weights you want. I'd suggest the heavier for a little side to side. Because you're not doing anything terribly janky here. Feet hold. Shrug your shoulders down. And just gently, one side to another. You don't go quick on this one, because you're wanting your spine to flex and do that side-to-side motion. We're going to go ahead and flip your grip at this point. So now you're going to mid, thigh, close to your knee. Same thing, it's just your core doing the job. Nice. Keep that shoulder in line. Good. You got some good tilt there, Cindy. I can tell because your ponytail. Good. And we're done. Go ahead and put these weights down. All right, get your drink. We're going to reset with our chair. Make sure my chair's in a good spot. All right. Okay. So That was the end of the cool down. For round 2, we're going to do power jacks, and you're going to have 2 bands on your legs, and you will leave those 2 bands on your legs for the first 3 things that we do. Put your heavier one on your thighs and the lighter one on your calves. Remember, we're sitting down for this one, so you're going to be able to work your legs a little harder without that jumping up and down action. And then you're going to have light weights in your hands for the open and close to go with it. If you want to level down in the intensity, take that bottom band off. And if you don't want to use the weights, you can use that band and do the same thing we did in the first round, okay? Say it's the same difference. You're just taking your intensity a couple of levels down. So I'm going to go ahead and get my bands on. We're waiting. So we're going to do power jacks first. Then we're going to put our light weights down and pick up. Actually, we're going to get all of our weights. Now we're going to power lift, and since we're doing 45 seconds, you're going to have your heavy weights in one hand, and you're going to lift here for 20 seconds, and then you're going to switch it over and do this for the other 20 seconds. Because we have 45, we have that 5 extra seconds to switch. Then we're going to put those weights down, and we're going to do our power sit stand, where you power yourself up, and then you just sit down slow. And with 2 bands on, won't that be super fun? Okay, that would be number 3. At that point, we would take our bands off as quickly as we can. That's why we have chairs. We'll go next to the chair and do deep lunges, as deep as you want to do, changing at the 20 mark. Then we're going to sit back down and do long triceps, where you sit up tall, and you just press your arms back and down with whatever size weight you like. We'll do reverse sit up, and then we're going to do the side floor reach. So that's how we're going to extend that out. Okay? Now, you're going to see me waddle like the world's craziest penguin when I got to start this and start that. It's going to be all at the same time. Won't that be fun? I'm going to get my weight, get my chair. Hopefully I won't sit on it. I'm going to start this back up. And then I'm going to come right up here. All right. 5-second countdown. Power jacks. Right here. Open and close. Open and close. So that bottom band helps keep you from kicking your feet way out there where you don't need them to be. And yes, your cheeks are going to be angry with you. Breathe for me, ladies. Breathe. Good. I see some good movement on your weights. That's excellent. 20 seconds left to go. And then 10 seconds left to go. You can do it. You can do it. And we're counting it down. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Pick up your heaviest set of weights that you're going to use. We're going to do a little power lifting. I'm getting my 6s for this. You're going to put them both in your left hand. Ow. Right here on top of your thigh. You're just going to lift right here. Just like this. Okay. That's too heavy. Switch to some other mix of weights, but you're doing this for 20 seconds only. 20 seconds only. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, switch. And that gives us 20 seconds on this hand. And go. So you're right here from shoulder to thigh. You have the ability to put these down when you need to. Looking good. Looking good. I can see you. Nice. All right, we're going to go ahead and put these weights out of the way. So you want to sit not all the way back, but not all the way forward. Have your legs apart just a little bit. We're going to stand up as fast as you can and then sit down slowly. It's a power stand. You need to remove a band. Feel free to do so. Here we go. Stand up as fast as you can, and then you sit down, control, and stand up as fast as you can. So your butt just has to touch when you come back up. Now you can slow this one down to a lot, and then touch up. Remember, you want to hinge on that. You want to take that hinge all the way back, feeling back your legs, touch and come up. Good. Hands can do whatever it is that needs to get you up. You want power on that. Come up. Power up. We have room for two more. This one and this one. Go ahead, sit down and take those bands off. All right. We're going to the lunges. So get up and get on the side of your chair so that you can hold on if you need to. 20 seconds on each leg. Go to the position you want to start in. Stand up nice and tall. Make sure you got those toes flexed for me. Here we go. 20 on one leg. And then we have our switch at 20 on the other. You want good knee position here. Weight pushing down into the heel from this knee. The back knee, toes, heels, and legs. Your quads here. And we're going to step forward and switch. Reset. And then begin again. Good. Nice. How low can you go? Good. Breathe. Work is hard. And legs. Take those legs out. You want that lactic acid to move. Okay. Pick up whatever you weight for that long tricep push. Sit up nice and tall on the front edge of your chair. Arms hang down. They stay long. Good posture. And just lift and down. So they go here and down to hips. So think squeeze the shoulders, but don't hit the back of your chair. Long arms, they don't bend. Keep those wrists nice and straight. You're just doing a push back lift. Long triceps. Good. Try not to crane forward. Try not to do this, okay? Good body posture here. You can let your toes kind of splay out and grab. Gives your feet something to do while you're sitting here. 3, 2, 1. All right. Our reverse sit up or your toe tap, whichever one you prefer to do. Remember, reverse sit up is just pushing your heels back, pulling them back in. If you want to hold on to your chair, go for it. All right, knees up. And here we go. You were with me in class the other day when we did the one-legged lift. You can really get a good quad workout doing the single leg version of this. You just have to keep your feet at ab position and not at closed position underneath you. So if we look like this, you push out, come back in, and do the exchange. It's all quads when you do that. So that's would be where if you're having a bad back day, how you would modify it down and still get a killer workout with your leg and back. All right. Use your weights for the side forward reach. I'm gonna go with my heavier ones for this, because that's me. Feet out for good balance. Hold it in that V hold to start with. And then we'll flip our grip, shoulders even with those hips. Everybody in line? Remember, you lean over. The goal is not to touch the floor. It's to get that lean and that stretch. All right? If you touch, great. No, that's okay too. You go slow enough not to be doing things to your spine. At this point, go ahead and flip your grip. So now it's like really hard to push it forward. So keep that slow pace. You're stretching on one side, flexing on the other. Good. Everybody's looking great there. This is the last one. Boom. All right. Go ahead and put your weights down. Get your chair out of the way and go ahead and get a drink. All right. Good job. Okay. you need one band for your legs, and that's going to be on your calves, but that's not the first thing we're doing. We're going to go to the floor, and in order, we're going to do windmill jacks, which means you need free arms and free legs. As soon as that is done, you're going to roll up, put your band on, and I would say put it below knees, just because we're going to be doing 4 things. You'll just leave the band on at that point, from that point on. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our bridge position where your feet are on the floor and you can lift your hips up. And we're going to do biceps. So you're laying here holding the weights against the floor, and you're going to hammer curl towards your shoulders, and your elbows will lift up, but your hands go back down towards the floor. So, and I'll get down and demonstrate this in a minute, but I wanted to give you an idea of what you're going to do. Then we're going to put the weights down and just do our hip lift, which we've done before. And if you want the challenge on that, you will put your heels into the ground and lift. Then we will bring our feet off the floor and pick up a pair of weights and do open close with our legs and fly with our hands. And you need to make sure it's at chest level. Fly here, not here when you're laying down. It's so easy to bring the weights above your face. Keep them above your chest. Boom. Then we will go back to our bridge and do chest press, again, at the chest level. Then we're going to do toe tap. You're going to tap your toes and then take your legs up. Tap your toes, take your legs up. And then we're going to do our penguins, which is side to side at there. So go ahead and adjust your mirror, adjust your camera so that it's aiming towards the floor. I was fixing to actually move my computer, laptop camera, wrong camera. Take this down. So you got to adjust the right thing. Oh, there we go. You can see my other mat there that I have. Okay. All right. So I've got my one band that I'm going to use and my weights that I'm going to use for my fly. And here I am. Let me get this guy. All right. So basically you want your weights on either side. I have a place to put my feet. I'm going to start this. Turn that down. So the music is running, but it's not running loud. Okay, is everybody ready on that side? Hands like this. Thank you. Good. Teresa, you ready? Okay. Actually, I think for that, I'm just going to leave that off. All right, everybody go ahead and lay down flat because you're going to do jumping jacks from a prone position. I'm going to have to dive for the floor. Here we go. And you just do them like this. And try not to hit your desk when you do it. Now you can leave your hands, your feet up. You can do a slight bend. Okay. You can do one leg at a time. And I have a fan right down here by me. It's awesome. All right. We're at 25 seconds left to go. Gotta do this. So be mindful of your back in this position. Adjust your feet as you need to. Good. I know, weird things that Patrece has you do. It's fun. 3, 2, grab a leg, roll yourself up, put your band on. At your chin, your calves, and then roll back. You have your weights right here next to you. Put your feet in a bridge, and then just lift up a little bit. Here's your weights. And you're just going to fold them in toward your shoulders and down towards the floor. In towards your shoulders, down towards the floor. And again, like our previous biceps, you're not running through this. You're lifting and you're setting it down. And of course, you're pressing into your glute bridge in that hold. All right? Find that position that works for you. If you want a little more challenge, you lift those toes up. Goes in a little more in. And if you don't, then you keep your feet down. All right? We got 10 seconds left. Good. Hips down. Now, we're going to do the raise. So get your feet in a little bit. If you want more of the raise, heels up. You're simply going to lift and lower. So get everything ready. take a breath. Put in, up and down. Ready? Here we go. Up and down. I'm gonna have to adjust. There we go. Up and down. I'm gonna lift my toes a little bit, kind of drive it more into my hamstrings. And you don't have to try to push up super high. All right. The band is also pulling on you. Makes it a little more intense because you've got that resistance. Your legs can't just go out. Your hips have to kind of work for you. All right. Doing good. Doing good, everybody. We're almost done with this. 3, 2, go ahead and take your back down. Let your feet relax for just a moment. Knees come together. Pick up your weights. You're going to bring them out here to the side, even with your chest. We'll do chest press above our chest. And you're just going to bring your hips off the ground and just hold them there. So it's going to be passive on that. All right. Here we go. Go ahead and lift here. Press up and bring those elbows out to the side. Up and out. Up and out. Chest level, not over your face. Okay. You want to use those muscles, those pectoral muscles, those muscles in your back. They're even with that. You come up here by your head, you're getting more into your shoulders. You really don't want to do that. You want to keep it down low. Your shoulders are still working, but keep them for the rest of the gang is hanging out, right? And if you get tired of holding your rear end up, you can always put it down. That's fine. And down. So what we're going to do next is you're going to do a toe tap. You're going to tap your toes and then bring your feet up and tap. If you want to do a contraction here, you can. So that's kind of what we're doing there. So you're going to tap it down and then try to lift them up straight. Here we go. Toe tap. Tap it, lift it. Tap it, lift it. Now, if you don't want to do the contraction and lift your hips, that's fine. Just straighten those legs as straight as you can. Support your head. But make sure you're not pushing your head up when you do it, okay? Your head is resting on your hands. No matter what position you're in, you never want to force your head up like this. Elbows open, arms wide in those shoulders. Works as a little stretch. Good. Make it work for you. Make it feel good, even though you're crunchy. All right. And last but not least, we're going to do the penguin. And this is the one where you can support your head and go to one side for 10 and then switch. Or you hold your head up and you just reach for your ankles with the band on. It makes it a little more difficult. So you got to work for it. Here we go. Reach for your ankles. Reach for your ankles. Again, you can do this for a certain count. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then switch however you want to do it. Or do both. Make sure you're reaching in there. Slide, slide, slide. Good. Last little bit here. We got those last few seconds. Press it out. Here we go. 5 seconds. And head down. All right. Go ahead and take the infernal band off. Roll yourself up for a moment and get everything out of your way to one side because we are going to stretch. All right, since we're sitting up here for just a moment, let's go ahead and get this part done. I want you to just bring your feet in, heel to heel, toe to toe, and cup your toes if you can, because it's going to make you kind of lean over. But then I want you to push your belly forward a little bit, and you're going to stretch in those inner thighs. So let your feet relax. Shoulders are holding. And stretch in those inner thighs. It starts bothering your lumbar. You ease off of it and just gentle out of it. And then let's go ahead. We're just going to gentle out of it. So you're going to gently let go. And we're going to go back on the floor and do our figure 4 stretch for our glutes and our iliotibials. Oh, we missed the flies. I'm not mad. Okay. I'm not mad. It is okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one leg. Let's put the right leg over the left. Hands up. You're going to take them through. Grab the back of your thigh. And then gently take your head back down to the ground. And you're going to feel the stretch right through here. You want to gently pull on that thigh so that you feel the stretch in your right leg, okay? We're going to go ahead and hold that for just a good little bit. A lot of times we don't have time to do this, but we're going to take some time to do it today. And you'll start feeling it in other places, and that's fine as long as it's not hurting you. All right. Go ahead and take that left leg up, straighten it up, take it straight up the back there. Point that toe, and then flex your arms to bring your face toward your knee. Pull it in and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to let the head go back down. We're going to let this foot go back down. And as the leg is going to the floor, you're going to undo your hands and let that set all the way down here. Take this right leg up and point that toe. We're going to draw a line to the ground. When your foot gets down, when your heel touches, turn your toe to the right. And then let your leg go out and open as high as you can. That flexibility, go ahead and wiggle your toes while you're there and bring it back in and fold it up. Good job. Nice relaxation there. Okay, let's do the left leg on top. Take those hands and go through. Get a good grip. And then ease your head back down. Let your arms go long and concentrate on feeling that stretch in the back of your left hip. It's going to come out of your hip flexors. You've got 4 different glute muscles in there. Some of them are way inside that hip. And then you've got your iliotibial, you've got your different bands running through there. Iliotibial is one of them. You want to get that stretch. All right, let's straighten this right leg up. You're going to straighten it up as much as you can. Point that toe. Flex these arms, bring your face towards your knee, and get up in here. And we're going to hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then ease your head back. As you ease it back, you're going to feel the movement through those muscles. We're going to let this leg come down. And as that leg comes down, you're going to ease off on your hands and let the whole kit and caboodle go down. We're going to straighten that left leg up nice and long. And we're going to draw a line right to the floor until our heel hits. Once your heel gets down there, turn your leg to the left and just rock that foot on out there as far as it'll go and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease it on back in and bring it to rest next to this guy. We're going to pull our knees in now. And as you're pulling your knees in, you need to adjust out of your, where your kidneys are located on your back. We're going to just kind of rock through there. As you do it, you're going to flex that one leg in. So there's a little bit of movement in your hips. Good. And let's take the hands out to the side. Palms down, shoulders flat if you can. We're going to roll our hips to the right and keep your left shoulder on the floor. So you have your hands to kind of control this. If you need to bring that right hand in to this, you can do it. And we're just going to keep that left shoulder on the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and tuck and pull it back in. There we go. We're going to rock a little bit here. And we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So you can keep your right shoulder on the floor, so just roll that over. If you need to support the legs, use your left hand to keep that right shoulder down if you can. And we're going to hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then roll it back in, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in. All right, let's reach up here. And I want you to get a good grip, and we're going to flex those shoulder blades and down, flex and down, flex and down. And then I want you to straighten those legs, support yourself right through here, point those toes as straight as you can make them, all right? I adjusted my hands down so that I could actually let my legs go out a little bit so I can see I can straighten them here, but the closer I get here, the harder it is to straighten them. So I want them to be straight. So if you have to go out here to straighten them, that's fine, as long as you can hold your legs. All right, we're just going to open for a second. Just open for that stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in. Hold your legs. We're going to rock. Don't come all the way up. Don't come all the way up on the next one you do. And just roll. Right on forward if you can. If you cannot, that is fine. Let's adjust. Elbows on your knees. And we're just going to come into the shoulders here, and we're going to kind of just squeeze the shoulders and press forward, tuck in that belly button. You're going to feel it right back here too, and right through here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're just going to roll back. Hold just below your knees. And as you do this, you're going to feel this. You want to let it kind of stretch through there, but don't let it pull too much that you can't control. So you're not keeping your shoulders tight. You're kind of letting them loose a little bit so that you can feel a gentle pull. And then you want to adjust your neck and adjust your neck and adjust and adjust. There you go. And we're going to pull this back in gently. And then again, we're going to come forward here. All right, one more set and we'll be done. So I want you to take your left leg and we're just going to slide it. So you can bring that right leg forward like this. So they're both bent like so. And then make sure what I did, my toes are actually, my big toe is digging into the ground here. I'm actually going to straighten my foot up so that the inside edge of my foot is laying flat rather than it pushing on my toe. And then we're going to turn. Now be mindful of what your spine is doing. Do what feels good here. You just kind of turn a little bit. And then we're going to actually walk around front so you can get relatively even with your right foot. And then walk to your right knee. And this is where you begin the process of bringing both knees up and adjusting your left leg, taking your right leg back. Again, make sure your foot's laying flat and not digging into the floor. And we're going to turn. And then begin to walk around so that you get even with your left foot and hold it there. And back to your knee and begin the process of bringing your legs up. All right, you guys, good deal. We got a lot done in a little good stretch of time. So that is all we're doing today. I will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining me.